Swami is admitted to board high school. His friend Shankar leaves the town. So his friend circle shrinks and it's only limited to Rajam and money. The name of their team is MCC. What does it stand for? Malgudi Cricket Club. The word tax appears soon after. The text's omniscient comment is that the government appears to tax anything and everything in the world. Taxes that time were levied on Indians. They began then compiling a list of all kind of materials that they will require: bat, ball, etc., etc. Somu also sends them a letter. They had already been practicing with what they've ordered, and the material then arrives. Swami finds his new school to be worse than his old one, despite Granny's ignorance. He has extra homework and drill classes right after school, which are required. And as a result, he was unable to attend and go to practice on time. MCC, that's right, Malgudi Cricket Club, agreed to play a friendly match against Young Men Club. Swami, although, is unable to arrive on time. And one day, he sneaks out of his class and informs his drill master that he is suffering from delirium. Now, what is delirium? Delirium is a disturbed state of mind with restlessness, illusions, and other mental disorders. Swami then gets an idea, let's go and create a fake medical certificate. So, what do? You go to a doctor. So then he goes to see T. Keshavan, a doctor who refuses to issue a false certificate. Why? That's because he was afraid of being caught. That's obvious. But he assures him that he will inform his headmaster. Then Swami, believing in his captain's words, skips all the drill classes and goes to the practice with the goal of winning. And he wanted to win the match and please his captain, who was Rajam. The zeal does not last very long though. He is again accused of skipping those drill classes. He also then discovers that the doctor has defrauded him. With rage and anxiety, he flees the school once more. Why? To avoid that punishment. He starts imagining a lot of things. So the first thing he does is he intends to run. But first he goes to see Rajam. He flees into the forest after meeting Rajam. And soon after that, he becomes homesick. So what does he decide to do? He decides to return home, but then he gets lost. So he is suffering, right, from delirium. And his parents, on the other hand, are concerned and they're looking for him everywhere. Swami moves around looking for his way and eventually he faints. But a traveler comes for his rescue. He saves him and takes him to the forest officer. He has no idea that that day was the match. Rajam's father receives a letter from the forest officer and also informs Rajam about it. But he acts unconcerned about the situation. Why? Because he is concerned that his team is losing due to Swami's absence. So Swami soon returns home. Swami's relatives all come to see him, but his heart longs for his friends. Mani approaches him and informs that the match has ended and their team has been defeated. Swami is saddened because he went through all of this for the sake of that match and his friend, and now he has lost both of them. So Swami learns from Mani that Rajam is leaving Malgudi. Why? Due to his father's transfer. So Swami gets very agitated and he becomes irritated because his friend is leaving him, and with so much of rage. So he sets out with a book to give Rajam in the railway station. The station is teeming with uniformed men. He and Mani are unable to approach Rajam. So Swami runs. He runs with the hope that when the train begins to move, he can at least apologize to Rajam. The train departs before he can even say a word, before he can say anything. But he does manage to give that gift to Rajam. He is never completely convinced, however.